go. Are you seeing what I am seeing? First of all, I would like to say, what a week it has been in football, man. What a week it has been in football. Champions League, Premier League still spicing up. Arsenal's about to win the whole Premier League, but another new low for Liverpool. Honestly, this has to be worse than the Wolves loss, man. Losing to Tottenham. If you look at it at the start of the year, Tottenham is the worst team in the Premier League. The worst team in the Premier League. And you draw. Well, they didn't lose. It feels like a loss. They had drew to Tottenham, but Tottenham, you really did need that win. I want to go over all the games that happened this week. Where's my manners? I'm so sorry. What to do? What's good, you guys? It's your boy Trey. Back with another video. It's been a minute, probably like 2 weeks or so. Quick update. I got stuck in a blizzard in New York, and then next I was waiting for this new lens to come in. As you can see, beautiful. And now, since it came in, we are back to recording our match recaps. So where should we start? We started with the most recent big upset. Should we just hop straight into Champions League? Because there's not too much to say about that game. You know, Liverpool, they've been having an up and down season all year, so there's not really too much to say. Honestly, the worst thing that can happen for Liverpool right now is not getting to Champions League. And if I'm not mistaken, let me switch scenes right quick. If I'm not mistaken, Liverpool, they are fifth in the table. They're going to get Europa League next year. Chelsea are sixth. That's even worse for Chelsea, man. But Chelsea play tomorrow, right? No, they play. Their next game is PSG. Okay, whatever. Let's get right back into it. I'm gonna have two videos that's gonna upload today. One's going to be about the Champions League and stuff, like what I'm about to go over now. And the second one's going to be about the Bayern Munich game that was absolute buffoonery, absolutely absurd, the refereeing that they had in that game. But right now, let's go over the Champions League, starting with the best team in the world, Bayern Munich, man. Bayern Munich. And you guys can say we haven't had tests. We need more tests. We need to face crazier opposition. But honestly, we have been tested this year in the Bundesliga. Honestly, and we have been winning those like those big games. Like against Dortmund, we were tested. Against Augsburg, which we lost, we were tested. And then against this past weekend, when we went down 9 men against a Bayern Leverkusen side that just drew to Arsenal, we were tested. By the way, we did draw that game. But in the Champions League, we did beat Atlanta 6-1. Huge win. Huge dominating win. Honestly, like our attack is actually crazy. Even without Harry Kane. Just the way that our team was playing, there was a sequence at one point where Jonathan Tah was playing on the wing, overlapping with Lucho Diaz, and then Upamecano going down into the midfield, taking a shot. It was just, if you play us 1v1, play us man coverage, it's not going to work out for you. We're just going to tear you apart. But I like to say, beautiful goal, beautiful performance from Michael Olise. Hitting 2 Robin-esque goals where he's cutting inside on the left and hitting it and curling it into the top corner. Beautiful goals. Also, Nicholas Jackson, I don't say this a lot. He did have a great performance just subbing in for Kane this week, but then he also kind of messed it up getting a red card this past weekend. But nevertheless, we had an amazing time in the Champions League this week, winning 6-1. Now we're bringing it back to Allianz Arena, which I think we play on Wednesday. Whatever. I'm pretty sure we play on Wednesday. Also, we have another huge game, Chelsea versus PSG. And honestly, this game should have ended like 2-2, 3-2. But at the end of the game, Chelsea just threw it away. Primarily because their goalkeeper did like have a big mistake. And that's been what the Premier League goalkeepers this whole week. Like, this was a horrible week for goalkeepers, especially with Tottenham. I'm about to get to them in a second. But the Premier League goalkeeper, what was his name? I don't think it wasn't Sanchez, because Sanchez is their first. The other guy, right? Drops the ball, and Vitinha, I think it was Vitinha. Vitinha gets a beautiful chip over the top to make it, I think, 3-2. 3-2. But this game, bro, it was very, very exciting. Back and forth. And Chelsea was always chasing the game, coming back from behind. Then Dembele gets a goal. And then when Kvaratskhelia once he gets on the pitch, as being a super sub, like I know, like you could tell when he's sitting on a bench when somebody wants to be starting a game, especially games like this to this magnitude, like the Champions League. Kvaratskhelia, like he wants to play. Like you could tell, like they had like a moment where he's just sitting on the bench and he looks kind of mad. But when he got in, he came with that energy and nobody could touch Kvaratskhelia as soon as he came in. Grabbing a brace against Chelsea, making it 5-2, which honestly just took the excitement out of this fixture, man. I really did not want Chelsea to be blown out like this because one, they beat him in the Club World Cup. And just to be blown out like this, even though this is considered one of the best teams in the world, probably is the best team in the world, I just wanted to be more exciting. I wanted to go into the section, like the second fixture, like ready to like really watch this game and be like, okay, who's gonna like, you know, perform, who's gonna come out. And honestly, going into the second fixture, I think Chelsea's home. Chelsea could have pulled it out. They had a great shot, man. They had a great shot. Their defense blew it up and threw it away. They just had to do better. Now going into the new year, Chelsea needs to like make some changes as far as their defense. I want to say like their defense has really been selling them and their team cohesion a little bit. Like I do like Russinger. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He has been getting great performances from this side of Chelsea. Even losing Enzo Maresca, they have been performing, having a big win towards Aston Villa 4-1 and having a couple other big wins in the Champions League. It just sucks that it has to be 5-2. But, you know, they still have a chance. It's only 3 goals. They still have a chance to pull it out. Moving on, who should we talk about? Should we talk about Tottenham? Tottenham getting completely obliterated, bringing in their goalkeeper, Kingsley, which is a young goalkeeper, 22 years of age, first match since like December, I believe. And he just completely threw it away, man. Getting subbed off after 15 minutes is actually atrocious and absurd. I actually feel kind of bad for him, but like honestly, he's a professional player. Granted, the pitch could have been very slippery, but having those 3 mistakes back to back, costing your team goals like that, man, you just have to do better. You definitely have to do better. And honestly, I do have to place a lot of blame on Igor Tudor, because knowing this kid probably can't handle this pressure. Like, do you not have a conversation with a goalkeeper before the game? You look him directly in his eye, and you could tell if he's scared or not, or if he can't, succumb to all this pressure. Bro, you're in one of the biggest stadiums in the world with Atletico Madrid. You know how loud those fans get. And just when he saw the first goal go in, it was like a sequence of dominoes. Like everything just kept falling for him, kept slipping. One of the goals, I can't even blame on him. I could blame it on, I think it was Van de Ven. Van de Ven slipping as well. So everybody was just slipping and sliding all over the pitch this game. But the game does end 5-2. The game does end 5-2. So they did get 2 goals back, which was very good for them. But still, I think it's too far out of reach for them to bring it back. Too far out of reach just by the performances they've been having this year. It just doesn't look too good for them. Shout out to Griezmann. If you guys do remember prime Griezmann in the World Cup, he was actually, in my opinion, if Mbappe didn't have like that crazy performance in the last game, I think it was 2022, 2018 World Cup, wherever France won the World Cup, I believe Griezmann was their best player, and he's showing little lights of that this season. Just the touch that he had from a floating ball to hit it back heel into the running path of what's that kid's name? Julian Alvarez. Oh, that shit was buttery. It was a peach. It was a peach, and he keeps on having these performances. He had a performance just like that against Barcelona not too long ago. But honestly, I think this tie is completely done and dusted. Atletico Madrid wins it, let's say 7-2, maybe 7-3. I believe they're gonna go to Tottenham's field and bag 2 goals minimum. 2 goals minimum. But with saying that, Tottenham just got a great performance today, like I showed at the beginning of the game. I mean, at the beginning of the video. Tottenham had an amazing performance. Not amazing. It's not like, wow, they won the game. They completely lost, bro. They didn't lose. They drew versus Liverpool. giving them their first points this year. That might give them like a little bit of excitement. Like, okay, let's not get relegated. Let's do this shit. Let's stay up in the league or whatnot. Next, let's talk about Real Madrid, man. This team just keeps on giving when you don't want them to. They just keep on giving, man. Keep on giving. Especially in the knockout rounds of the Champions League, bro. And honestly, as a Bayern Munich fan, knowing I'm gonna see them next leg, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I got a lot of shit to talk. I got a lot of shit to say, but I'm gonna let the game speak first. Cause bro, when I tell you my Madrid fans were tearing me apart May 8th, 2020. Excuse me. I ain't got no water. They were tearing me apart May 8th, 2024, when they came back and bagged 2 goals with a washed kid. I don't know his name. He wasn't a kid. He's like a grown man, a washed grown man. His name started with a J. I'll put his picture up somewhere. Bro, I would never forget that night, bro. May 8th. But Madrid, Valverde, just the whole Madrid squad in general, good fucking shit, man. Good shit. Good shit. Because before you guys won a game, I forgot the team, but you guys won 2-1. And I think Valverde bagged a goal there too. But good shit. Good shit, bro. Good shit. Good way to bring life to the game. And now you guys are working with a little bit momentum. We gotta stop that shit though. We gotta stop it. I need to at least get to the final this year, bro. I need at least to get to the final. I need to see it. But you guys need to just need to calm down. I know how good Madrid are, but you guys need to relax. You guys are doing a little bit too much coming towards the end of the season where shit means something. At the beginning of the season, y'all didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were losing the 4-1 to Benfica and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was rooting for you guys in the fucking cup with Barcelona, you guys didn't come, bro. But you guys didn't show up. I mean, you did show up. You had 2 goals, but freaking Rafinha killed y'all, man. Okay, but whatever. Valverde had an amazing performance, backing 3 goals in the first half. Beautiful third goal, bro. Oh my god, but that goal was crazy. I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was who gave the assist, but Valverde runs, right? He runs, catches the ball, dinks the ball up over Mark Gahey, and bangs it in the bottom left corner. Oh my Lord, have mercy. What was he on that day? What was he on that day? And then this weekend, he bags another goal. This guy just keeps giving. Valverde, very underrated, but I haven't been watching your performances this year, and I don't think they have been that good, but this was one of those performances, bro. This is one of those performances. Every one of your goals that you bagged were peaches. First goal, Thibaut Courtois hits it over hits this crazy long ball. Valverde beats the defender. I think it was like a left back. Pretty sure it was a left back. Valverde beats the left back and dings it around Donnarumma. I think Donnarumma should hit it with his left hand, but he dings it around Donnarumma, and this is still like a very, very tight shot where you're on the right side of the goal. You have to hit it left, but you're like almost like running past the goal. He hits it, boom, right there in the corner. I mean, it was an open goal, but like still. Next, he hits, I think he hits it on his right this time in the bottom corner, beating Donnarumma, which was a crazy goal. Also what happened in this game was Vinny Jr. getting his penalty blocked by Donnarumma, and that could have given them a little bit of life. But honestly, I just think that Madrid started this game so fast and just shocked Man City to where like they just couldn't even like get into the game. But I do expect more from Man City. I do expect more coming in the second leg. I do believe they can come back. Just depends on what Real Madrid shows up. I will much rather play Madrid in the semis because I need Upamecano to get his get back against Erling Haaland. If you guys remember that game when they eventually won the whole Champions League, if you do remember that. But I need him to get his get back against that. Another big game, Bodo Glimt continuing this beautiful story that they're having. I was actually watching their game against Viking. Viking is the team that they lost their domestic league to. they actually went down 10 men in the game that I watched. I don't know if that was like the cup game or whatnot, but they had went down 10 men and they ended up losing 4-2. Other than that, they were schooling them, bro. This Bodo Glimt team is crazy. This Bodo Glimt team, they just play actual football. Like they they pass, they move, they long ball, they counterattack, they work together, they defend as a team. You know what I'm saying? Like they're a full team, and I want to see them play against Arsenal, and I want them to have a great performance against Arsenal. And I think that Arsenal might underestimate them a little bit. Like, yes, of course, I'm pretty sure Miguel Arteta is gonna do his homework against this team and see how they play. But honestly, man, I want to see this team go far. I want to see this team play like against a Barcelona or something. That's just how good they play, man. And they did win 3-0 to Sporting FC. But Bodo Glimt, man, keep going. Keep going. Um, who else we got? Who else we got in the Champions League? Who else we got in the Champions League? Let me see. Let me see. So Gala versus Liverpool, right? Um, what can I say about this game, bro? Liverpool, bro, they're just so underwhelming, man. They're so underwhelming. They're just so underwhelming. They're not a team. They're not a full team, bro. They're not a full team. They're missing some key pieces. Um, Especially like in the game today against Tottenham. Like they're not impressive to me. They don't move like a team. They don't play like a team. They don't feel like a team. For me at least, when I'm watching them, it just doesn't feel like a complete team. I just feel like they're missing like I don't know. They're missing something like some type of flair, and they're supposed to get that flair from Florian Wirtz, which missed a huge chance in this game. And Hugo Ekitike also missed a huge chance in this game. But it's just something, man. This team just needs to switch something up. Whether it's Ernie Slot, whether it's the midfield, just something. And I could tell they're also missing like that little bit of like, chaos from like Lucho Diaz, the best winger in the world. They're missing that little bit of chaos for sure. Um, yeah, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Liverpool. Like, you guys gave us but you guys gave us your best player, bro. I appreciate it. I mean, I can't thank you more. You can have Florian Wirtz. I wanted him, bro. And this is why at the beginning of this is why at the beginning of the season I was hate watching you guys so much. But then I stopped. I'm like, bro, there's no reason to hate watch you guys. You guys suck. You guys are really bad. You guys are really bad. And you guys can't get the job done against Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspur, man. Tottenham. Come on. Okay, but I'm not gonna go too in on you. I'm not gonna go too in on you because you still have a chance to come back. This next leg, I see Galatasaray winning 2-0, believe it or not. You guys are gonna be at home, but Gala, they're gonna play a little bit different. I see OC because like Gala are a team. If you watch the game, Gala are a team. They play together, they fight for the badge, they defend for each other, they don't throw their hands up. I'm saying they don't look for freaking like one person to make like a miracle play. They don't. They go for it as a team. Um Next we have best team in the world. I already talked about them. Barcelona, Newcastle. Now, I didn't get to watch this game, unfortunately, so I can't really give too much of an opinion. I just know like Danny Almo in the box, he's different. He turns into freaking Messi. And when he's inside the box, when he's inside that box, he's shifting, giving feints, making it very difficult for the defender. But outside the box, he's just like a bench player. Barcelona though, I do see Barcelona making it through. I'm not sure how true it was, but people were saying that Lamine Yamal was getting locked up by the left back, I believe, left back or right back on Newcastle. I'm not too familiar with their team. I don't watch too many Newcastle games, but if they do want to make it past this next leg, Yamin has to play. Yamin has to perform, and he didn't play in the game against Sevilla today. And I'm pretty sure. Hold on, a second. Sure, they won 5-2 today. They won 5-2 today. So and Yamin Yamal didn't play. Yeah, Yamin didn't play. But I do see Barcelona making it through. I want Barcelona to play Arsenal when it comes to the semis or quarters, whatever, the game before the final. I want a Barcelona to play Arsenal. But I don't know if we're gonna get that. By the way, the Arsenal playing. Talking about that, let's get to the last game before we make my predictions for next week. Give me 1 second, boys. Give me 1 second. 1 second. This fucking game here. Okay, so I have a video coming right after this video, talking about this Leverkusen team. Okay, talking about this team and how I'm gonna watch my language. I already cussed in this video, but how bad the refereeing was against Leverkusen. But Leverkusen, I need you to get a job done, bro. You played very, very well on their count. Excuse me. You played very, very well on a counterattack against us. I would like to see that in the Arsenal game. In this game, Leverkusen, I think his name's Andrich. Andrich gets a header in the back post, giving Arsenal a taste of their own medicine. God, I hate that. Give a taste of their own medicine, right? Header at the back post, and they played good up into the 90th minute. And if I'm a Leverkusen fan, bro, I have to pull my hair out. Bro, you don't understand how many times I've seen on Twitter, this team will be up in a game. They'll be up, smooth sailing. Then in the 90th minute, it goes to shit. Goes to complete shit. And you guys give up a goal. Same thing with Liverpool. Liverpool does the same thing each game. They can be up in a game, and then it gets to the 90th minute, and everybody loses their head. You know what I'm saying? I think you guys just keep it calm. Tillman, the kid who caught Nino, what's his name? Nino Madueke? Is it Nino? Or Nuno? Or is it Nuno Madueke? I think it's Nino or Nuno. Nuno Madueke on the back of his leg. It was a soft foul. I would say he did dive a little bit, but he did catch him. You gotta just look at the different angles inside the box. So yeah, Kai Havertz bears the penalty. But my prediction, let's get into the predictions. My prediction for Arsenal versus Leverkusen. Arsenal's at home, man. Y'all guys should have finished it. You guys should have finished it. I would say Leverkusen 2, Arsenal 1. I don't like Arsenal, bro. Bodo Glimt get through 5-0 aggregate. Arsenal 7-3 aggregate. Barcelona, I want to see Barcelona go through. Barcelona 1-3. So this next game they get 3-0'd. Barcelona's going to 3-0 Newcastle. PSG Chelsea, this game could be done and dusted, but Chelsea could have a comeback because PSG's defense is a little iffy. A little iffy. So I'll say 7-5. Oh, that's a high score. They have to score 3. They have to score 2. 7-5 PSG. Gala 2. Gala scored 2-0. 2-0 against Liverpool. They've learned so much. They beat them twice. They could do it again. Man City, Madrid. Man City bring it back to where it's 3-0, but Madrid wins on 1 goal. From Trent. Bayern Munich versus Atlanta. I see a smooth 15-1. Yeah, smooth 15-1. Honestly, we don't have no goalkeepers, so that might be a little different. They might come back a little bit. They could be like a cool 8-4, maybe. They might score 3 on us. But we're gonna be resting a lot of papers this game. But okay, guys, that has been the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Those are my predictions. Those were the recap of this week. If you did forget how I started the video, we need to talk about this. This happened. That happened. That did happen. That's not a fake picture. I didn't Photoshop that shit. That ish YouTube. Yeah. So I hope you guys do enjoy. I love you guys. It's been your boy Trizzy Trey. It's been your boy Trey. I'm out of here. I'm about to be right back with another video right after this, talking about that game that I just watched yesterday. Ow. All right. I love you guys. I'm out of here. God, I hit my finger.